Hi, this is Kal Penn, and you're watching BollywoodHungama.com.
Kal Penn is closely associated with Mr. Barack Obama. He's been supportive of him. He's been involved in his government as well, we off and on, because he's got his acting career to look into as well. Something about this aspect of your professional life, because it is rather unusual that, and especially for an Indian to be participating so closely with the US president. I think it's a matter of pride for the country as well.
Thanks. Yeah, you know,
arts and humanities, that's what you're associated with.
Yeah, well, I took a 2-year sabbatical from acting and worked mostly on outreach to young Americans and Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. And the current, President Obama's administration is actually incredibly diverse. There are a lot of us, I was born and raised in the States. Parents obviously immigrants from India. So there were many other folks from, India, Pakistan, Asian countries in general. Really, it's a very
Bangladesh.
Yeah, but even broader than that is what I'm saying, is that this is an administration that the president has, I think, hired folks who he identified based on their talents, not necessarily based on their background or their parents' country of origin. So what you have is an incredibly diverse. Really, it looks more like what America looks like now. Folks who are serving the administration, and I worked mostly on outreach to young Americans and Asian American Pacific Islanders. So everything from the president wanted to celebrate Diwali at the White House and became the first sitting president to do so. So helping him put something like that together to what things like our healthcare reform bill was like, or repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy in the military. And that was for 2 years that I took the sabbatical, came back to acting, and am now working in acting full-time, but also serving part-time on the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities, which focuses mostly on underprivileged schools and turning them around using the arts.
And you're part of his election campaign as well, I believe.
I was, yeah, both.
Right. Mr. Modi is visiting US shortly. So any possibilities of you meeting him as well?
I'm in Los Angeles now. This is my 2 days here for our press junket. So all of the things that happened in New York on the global scale, the UN General Assembly, a lot of the prime ministerial and foreign presidents' visits, I wish I was here for, to get a taste of sort of what that's like, but I will be watching and reading intently.
The closest that you've come, apart from this movie, that you've come to, just being a part of a typical Bollywood, not a typical Bollywood star, but Bollywood star, because big Bollywood stars were a part of it, is Namesake.
Yeah.
Tabu and Irrfan Khan were part of it. Your performance was hugely appreciated. The fact that Tabu and Irrfan Khan are headlining the cast, it was expected that they'll be just taking away all the applause, but your performance was hugely appreciated. So does that feel good for you? Because I believe that is one novel that's one of your favorite all-time novels as well.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Jumpal Hiri's writing I was not as familiar with until John Cho, who plays Harold in the Harold and Kumar movies, recommended her first book, Interpreter of Melodies, and I read it, and then we both read The Namesake together, and it really resonated with me, not just because of the shared ethnicity, but also because it read sort of like J.D. Salinger's novel The Catcher in the Rye. I'm not a rich white kid from New England who goes to boarding school, but when I read that book I felt like I was, and it was similar when I read The Namesake. Jumpa's writing style is so vivid. Having the chance to shoot the movie, that movie is bar none, my favorite thing I've ever had the chance to work on. Mira Nair has been a role model of mine since I was a little kid. Jumpa is one of my favorite all-time authors, period. Tabu and Irrfan were incredible to work with. I mean, working with the two of them on a project like this, particularly a drama, particularly one that was so focused on family and love and loss, I couldn't ask for a better cast, and I would love to work with all of them anytime, literally for anything.
Kumar is, I think, another character that I think has got you a lot of appreciation, and comedy is something that you enjoy? I
like both. What I love about acting is being able to tell a story and make an audience feel an emotion or learn about something or feel something that they didn't feel going into that. So a broad comedy like Harold and Kumar, I love making people laugh, and I love the joy that comes with that. Something like this movie, also love making people think or feel an emotion for a group of people that might have lived 30 years ago who they would never have the chance to meet. I love the juxtaposition of both of those.
Hi, this is Faridoon Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.